Hey everyone, welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're getting super practical.
Yeah.
We're talking business English.
Absolutely.
Those phrases we can all use to really shine in our professional lives.
That's it.
You know, in emails, meetings, calls.
Right.
We're digging into a great script from English Podcast.
Yeah.
It's called 10 Business English Phrases for Work.
Uh-huh.
Our mission here is to pull out the most valuable stuff.
Okay.
And give you those ready-to-use phrases that'll help you communicate clearly,
I like it.
make a real impact at work.
Awesome.
No more struggling to find the right words. We'll give you the tools to sound confident and professional.
Right.
Every single time.
Okay, let's do it.
So much of our work life happens in our inbox, right?
Yes, tons of emails flying around.
The source gives us some great phrases for formal emails I'm reaching out to.
That's a good one.
That's the first one that jumps out.
Yeah. Why is that a good phrase?
What feels so intentional.
It does.
Like you have a real reason for writing.
It's very direct.
It's not just like, hey, I want to ask you about.
Yo.
It sets the more formal tone,
Yeah.
which is good for first contact or big announcements.
I think so.
The example they give is, I'm reaching out to discuss the Q3 budget.
Right to the point.
Boom. You know exactly what the email is about.
Exactly. No guessing games.
And that clarity is so important these days.
It is. We're all so busy.
Think about how many emails we get every day.
Too many.
Getting to the point quickly shows respect for the other person's time.
Absolutely.
Makes them more likely to read it and respond.
Definitely.
Okay, another email classic.
What is it?
Sending attachments.
Yeah, you all do that.
The phrase here is, please find attached.
Seems simple enough.
It is, but I guess there's a reason it's highlighted.
I think there's no room for confusion with that phrase.
Right, it's very specific.
It tells the recipient, hey, look for a file. I've included something.
The example is, please find attached my report for review.
Say crystal clear?
No one's going to miss that report. It's so much better than just saying, oh yeah, the report's in there somewhere.
Right. Vague attachments are the worst.
You're practically begging people to overlook it.
In this phrase, please find attached.
Yeah.
Everyone understands it.
Universal language.
Minimizes the risk of someone missing that crucial file.
Totally. Okay, last one for emails.
Hit me.
Let me circle back to you on
Yeah, we've all been there.
when you need a little more time to respond.
Sometimes you just don't have the answer right away.
This phrase feels like a polite way to handle that,
It does. It's like saying, I hear you, I'll get back to you.
but not in a vague, I'll get back to you someday.
No. You gotta set expectations.
That's where the time frame comes in.
Exactly, like in their example. Let me circle back to you on this by Friday.
That deadline is key.
It shows you're organized, you're on top of things,
The other person knows when to expect an answer.
builds trust professionalism.
Makes you look good.
Absolutely.
Okay, we've tackled the inbox.
What's next?
Meetings,
Everyone's fake.
whether it's in person or virtual.
Right.
We need some phrases for participating effectively.
Well, meetings can be tricky.
First up, let's take this offline.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So helpful for keeping meetings on track.
How so?
Well, sometimes the discussion gets too specific
Yeah, for just a few people.
or goes off on a tangent.
Right.
This phrase lets you acknowledge that, but suggests dealing with it later.
Separately.
Keeps everyone else focused on the main agenda.
It's about respecting everyone's time.
The example they give is, this is getting detailed. Let's take it offline.
Perfect.
You're saying this is important,
Yeah.
but not for the whole group right now.
Keeps things moving.
Prevents those meeting black holes.
I've been in so many.
Next meeting phrase is, to piggyback on that.
I like that one.
It's a natural way to build on someone else's idea.
Yeah, it shows you're listening, you're engaged.
Not just waiting for your turn to talk.
Exactly.
The example is, to piggyback on Sarah's point, we should also consider marketing.
See how smoothly that connects?
It creates a flow in the conversation
It does.
instead of everyone just throwing out random ideas.
Right, it's collaborative.
Okay, last meeting phrase.
Okay.
That's the action item here.
This is a big one.
So crucial for making sure meetings actually lead to something.
Right, we've all been in those meetings that just fizzle out.
No one knows what to do next.
Totally pointless.
This phrase cuts through that.
How so?
It directly asks for the next steps,
Who's doing what?
makes everyone accountable.
The example they give is great discussion. What's the action item?
I love that.
Gets right to the heart of it.
No more ambiguity.
Everyone leaves knowing what they need to do.
So we've covered written communication and meetings,
What's left?
phone calls,
Yes.
another big part of professional life.
Definitely.
First up, I'll connect you with,
Essential for anyone who answers the phone.
it's clear and direct.
You're transferring the call, no confusion,
The example, I'll connect you with our HR manager.
Easy peasy.
No awkward silences.
Or wondering if you've been disconnected.
Just a smooth transfer.
Okay, what's the next phone phrase?
Just to confirm.
Oh, that's a good one.
Especially when you can't see the other person's face.
You can't rely on those visual cues.
So verifying information is key.
Absolutely prevents mistakes.
The example is, just to confirm, the meeting is at 2 p.m. EST.
So you're double checking those crucial details.
Like time zones, which can be so tricky over the phone.
It's such a simple phrase.
But it can save so much hassle later.
Shows you're paying attention to detail.
All right, we've done emails, meetings, calls.
What else is there?
Networking.
Ah, the dreaded networking.
It can be nerve-wracking.
But it's so important.
The source gives us a couple of helpful phrases.
Okay, what are they?
Let's touch base next week.
Classic networking move.
Casual but professional.
Suggests a follow-up without being pushy.
The example. Let's touch base next week to discuss the proposal.
So you're giving a reason for reconnecting.
But not demanding an immediate meeting.
Perfect for when you've just met someone.
Keeps the connection going.
Without being too aggressive.
Okay, last phrase from the source.
Okay.
Thanks for your time today.
Always a good way to end things.
Polite and professional.
Shows gratitude.
Whether it's a call or a meeting.
The example, thanks for your time today, it was productive.
Ends on a positive note.
Leaves a good impression.
So there you have it.
10 powerful phrases.
Straight from the English podcast script. Covering everything from emails to networking.
It's amazing how practical this is.
Right. You can start using these phrases today.
These aren't just concepts, they're actual words you can say.
Put them into practice right away.
Exactly, think of them as tools.
Tools for better communication.
Leading to more confidence.
And more success in your professional life.
Small changes, big results.
It makes you think, right?
It does.
Which of these phrases will you use first?
Maybe you have that important email to send.
Or a big meeting coming up.
And this is just the beginning.
There's so much more to learn about business English.
The source even mentions small talk.
A whole other area to explore.
Maybe a future deep dive.
For sure, but for now. We hope this has given you some valuable tools.
To communicate more effectively.
More confidently at work.
Thanks for taking the deep dive with us.
We'll see you next time.